Hi, Eco Challenge team. My name is Zachary White, and I'm here to introduce our team, Quick Summits. So we have a broad range of experience, and I'm 26 years old, and I grew up in a small town in Dansville, New York, and currently live in Seattle, Washington.
Hi everyone, my name is Shell, and I am 30 years old, and I live in San Francisco. My hometown is in San Diego.
Hi everyone, my name is Maximilian. I'm 27 years old. My hometown is Whidbey Island, Washington, and I'm currently living in Seattle, Washington.
Hi everyone, I'm Parker Tixon. I'm 26 years old. I grew up in Allen, Texas, and I now live in Seattle, Washington.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I am Shell's sister. I'm super happy that I'm getting the opportunity to support Team Quick Summit.
So this team is everything. So I've met them all through some pretty amazing environments, and I can't believe what they've all added to my life and where they've brought me. We've developed a connection that has kind of been unrivaled throughout my life, and Zach and I have just embodied that in our friendship. And since we met, we hit the ground running. Shell, in a very similar vein, is sort of impressed me to no end in terms of her ability to sort of push through pain with a smile on her face. This sort of complementary relationship between all of us is just a glue that kind of holds everyone together, keeps everyone in check, keeps everyone in balance, and kind of the suffering that we've all been through is like a skill in and of itself that I think this team really thrives on, and put in any environment, whether it's mountains, water, or something we've never done, is going to give us the ability to succeed in that regard.
Max and I first met through Australia. We did a study abroad together. We met at 2 o'clock in the morning, and by 8 a.m. the next day, we had bought in surfboards together, and we were surfing.
So I first actually met Zach through Goo Energy, and I always like meeting really like-minded people because it just takes a certain type of crazy to go and like climb a bunch of mountains in one weekend and then come back to work by 9 a.m. on Monday. So through Zach, I met Maximilian and Parker, and we've just all been climbing mountains ever since, and it's been awesome. So how would I describe them? So for Zach, he's kind of like our pack leader, which is kind of why he's team captain. He pushes really hard, and Maximilian, he's just got so much energy. He knows a lot about nature, and yeah, so Parker, he brings the photography to the team. He's great at documenting our amazing adventures, and him and Zach work really well in terms of photography and also just keeping a level head. I feel like Maximilian and I are super energetic, and we'll just be like, let's keep going. And then Zach and Parker will be the ones who are like, okay, does it make sense? Or we need to turn around, or the conditions aren't great. So the four of us just kind of make the dream team.
So through Parker, Parker and I challenged each other and completed our first 100-mile bike rides together. And now 100 miles doesn't really feel that far anymore. Okay, so we're a different breed of team. We're the new kids on the block here. We're all adventure athletes. We're extreme athletes, and we love our extreme sports. We love getting out there and testing our limits, but we've never done an adventure race like this before. And we believe that this show needs a new team to come and really shake it up and really give everyone the best experience possible.
Yeah, in addition to just having the experience in high altitude mountaineering, we have the ability to suffer as a team. Like whatever life is throwing at us, we have the ability to just put our heads down and continue forward and support each other through that. So not only are we only thinking of ourselves, we're thinking of the entire team together. And that's what's going to really set us apart.
What other group of people will be coming down off a mountain in an extreme sufferfest and then already start talking about their next plans, or like what next sufferfest they want to sign up for, what next mountain they want to do, while your legs are screaming and like all you want to do is just change out of your shoes or eat a burger or something. But it's like, okay guys, what are we doing next, you know?
All right, so some interesting things about me is that I'm an Ironman. I do ultramarathon running up to 100-mile distances. And then I also love mountaineering, and it's pushed me to summits in Mexico, in the North Cascades, Mount Rainier. And then I've also been planning to do some huge summits in like Denali and Mount Everest. And those are the things that drive me and push me. I'm always looking forward to what's next and what's that bigger challenge. So when I think about why I'm passionate for this race, it's that next level.
So for me, I'm an ultra runner, and I've always kind of pushed myself to see how much further I can run. And there was a point in my life where I would look at someone who ran a 100-mile and be like, wow, I could never run 100 miles, you know? But now it's like little by little, I've added on miles each time. And now I can, if you ask me to run a marathon with you this weekend, I would just go out and do it. You know, so through the community I've built on Instagram, I've met a lot of women who kind of idolize being outdoors or doing these kinds of adventures. And I want to show them that it's not, you don't have to be like a superhuman to be able to do that. You can just be an everyday person. Like I have a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job, but yet on the weekends I'm getting out there as much as I can. And being able to say that about adventure racing and showing women that they can do that as well would mean a lot to me.
So growing up in a complete homestead environment on Whidbey Island in the Pacific Northwest, I know how to live off the land, and I'm very, very connected to nature. I want to do this race because I believe I'll bring a holistic, naturopathic edge to our team.
Over time, throughout middle school and high school, I developed the nickname Bear in reference to Mr. Bear Grylls. Would just disappear for days at a time, would go camping, kind of set up my own rigs to catch my own dinner.
So one of the common phrases we have going through almost all of our adventures is that teamwork makes the dream work. And this just exudes the fact that like we are willing to just put our heads together, not only to plan these epic adventures, but to really communicate effectively throughout the experience and rely on each other when we have lows or when we have highs. And all of that just will ebb and flow. And we can look back on them. And almost every time we say like, if we didn't have teamwork, like that wouldn't have worked. So teamwork makes the dream work all the way.
So coming together as a group means repeatedly putting ourselves in situations that try to tear us apart, that the conditions and the difficulties that literally force us into situations where we could either get frustrated with each other or in tons of pain. And it's in those moments that being able to communicate and hold ourselves together strengthens that bond even stronger. All right, so our team comes from basically mini Patagonia, just up on the other side of the equator in the North Cascades. So we have bred ourselves to be prepared for this race specifically in Patagonia. We spent a lot of time up on rocks and ice, dealing with ever-changing conditions, the weather, high winds, everything that Patagonia is known for. And so we feel like this is the next big step, and our team is ready for it.
I'm always about pushing myself to the limit, seeing how far I can go. And given all four of us are kind of like that, it's going to be really exciting to see how we do it out there. My secondary reason for why I'm doing it is because I have not seen any of these guys cry yet, and I would love to. Actually, no, I scratched that. I think I've seen Max cry when we were doing Mount Hood a while ago, but I have not seen Zach or Parker cry, and it'd be awesome to do that.
Shell, it was a windy day, okay? It was a windy day.
No.
So I grow the most as a person, like when I'm pushing my body to the limit, and through the friendships of all of the other competitors on this team, I've learned to push my body past its limits. And in doing so, I've learned that my limits are so much greater than I ever like imagined they could be. So this is really the ultimate test to see what the limits can be.
So the entire summer, we've been going off the mindset of like completing these incredible goals, whether it's 100 miles on a trail or one of the highest summits in Washington. When we put our mind to a goal, we do it. And our goal is to be on the podium as a top 3, one of the underdog teams, and we can drive our way there, and we're going to get there.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so the goal of this race is to practice and prove the skills that we've been building together. We've been in some of the most intense natural environments that can be thrown at us, but we need competition to really see how good we are. So we expect to make it to the podium. We expect to win, and we want to see what other teams can throw at us so that we can challenge ourselves. So look out, because we're coming.